minutes late. I thought daughter was completely ready for bed, and then just about to put her to bed, and she's like, oh, I haven't done my teeth yet. It's like, oh, okay then, better get those done. It was convenient how to think of something that she's forgotten to do when it comes to bedtime. She's had that knack since she was little, bless her. Right, let me get a bit of scrap paper. Here we go. Here we go. Some scrap paper here. So pens all unzipped. Here we go. So how is everybody? Everybody doing well? Had a good weekend, good week. I suppose I should ask for the last 2 weeks because it's been a couple of weeks since I've streamed now. Right, so it'll be my first page in Bunnehs and Dwagons. Very much looking forward to getting colouring in this book because it just looks so cute. So, hoping we'll get the page finished this week, but we'll see because there is quite a lot of detail, isn't there? So, let's get some scrap paper behind. I'm not picked out a colour palette or anything. I don't know. I might just wing it. I'm thinking I'm probably going to keep the books either quite boring coloured or quite pale. And I'm thinking for the dragons and the bunny, I take a bit of inspiration from the front cover, have them like cute different sorts of colours but nothing too bright, kind of pastel-ish, but we'll see. Oh no, Jess, you're making the most of tonight then. How long did you have off, Jess? Did you have a week off? Oh, yep. So I'm going to bit of my tea before we get started. So, might start with the curtains first. Oh, so you've had just over a week off then, lovely. Yeah, it was a shame, isn't it? Like, it's nice having time off, but it goes so fast, doesn't it? And then you're like, oh, great, back to work again. Right. I think I want to go for that coalescence colour, I think. So kind of picture them like, I don't know, red burgundy, but I don't think that'll work with the colours I'm thinking for the rest of the page. But I think something like that coalescence could work. So I'll hopefully give a bit of a pop of colour compared to perhaps what I'm planning for the rest of the page, or at least what I'm picturing. I've not necessarily got a plan as such. Very much just winging it, you know. I either have a proper colour palette picked out or we just very much wing it. This is a winging it kind of week. Oh, nice. That's a bit like me, to be fair. First day back today. We've got 5 weeks and then we are off again. Got parents' evening and my school trip in these 5 weeks though, so that's yeah, gonna be a busy 5 weeks. Well, yes, well done on doing your stream at the weekend, Jess. Managed to catch little bits and pieces of it. It seems like it's probably definitely going to help your completed page numbers for this month with how many you managed to get finished on your stream. How many was it in the end? I think when I last was on your stream, I think you're up to about 10. I think you just finished that. Was it one of the fairy tale Colour in Heaven page, and you totted up? Or I think was it about 10 then? So you managed to get another one done. Oh, 13. Gosh, I thought you were going to say that you'd only managed to get like another 1 or 2 done. Well done, Jess. Lucky for some, but lucky for you. And that's exciting. You're going to do it again. Oh, that's going to be cool. So it's nice. Some people can stay for a long time, but then you can catch people at a time when, you know, it suits them, because, you know, I guess people around the world, and also for some people a daytime stream's easier to join or an evening. And there we go. Right. Oh gosh, it looks very orange on camera, but I assure you that is not orange. It's quite a pretty kind of deep pinkish red colour. Gosh, that looks weirdly orange on the camera. Promise it's not that colour. Hi, Kate. Catch back through. Yeah, definitely true artist, Jess. Getting all those pages done. Liked the variety you managed to get done as well. That's all right. I hope you managed to find a company for moving okay. Quite stressful moving, can't it? Okay. Did everybody have a good weekend? Nobody get up too much? Obviously we know what Jess was getting up to, getting a whopping 13 pages done. There we go. Slide that down. Right, get this bottom bit done. Not well, I might write down the colours I use for the bunny and the dragons, but I'm not necessarily just going to keep reusing those colours in the book, because I kind of feel like each bunny and each dragon can be a different colour, but I'll probably still make a note of what I do use, just in case I want to reuse it, and then I'll know. Right, I'll save that marker in case I want it again. Yeah, it looks really weird on the camera, on the screen. It looks really orange, but it isn't weird. Normally the colours are a bit more accurate than that. It's a bit weird. Right, a bit more of my tea. Yes, it's a bit of a shock getting up this morning, getting back into work, but it was nice. So last week I had half term, but the week before, obviously we were in school, and that last Friday we had an inset day, and me and one of the other teachers completely redid my classroom, like moved furniture around, got rid of loads of furniture. So children have got like so many different things now to do in the classroom, so it's a bit more like reception now. So they've got a bit more, you know, free choice. They've had a whale of a time today building junk models and all sorts of other stuff. They've really been really sensible today, saying as they could have come in and been like, woo, everything's different, and been absolutely crackers. They were actually really grown up and pretty sensible, and yeah, they've all had a good time today, which was nice. Just got to make sure we keep saving lots of recycling, because although I've told them they can't take the models home till Friday, they've got to keep working on them, so that'll hopefully help. Like, can't believe how much stuff they've already managed to use. I don't know work out what colours to do at the top, but I don't really know. Perhaps should have picked a colour palette out, but hey ho. Right, I might go for a dark-ish colour, I think, along the top. Maybe that rose red. Here we are. I'll do that up on this top bit, I think. Do I think that's a wall? But I kind of feel like this whole bit's a bit like, is it the swag? Is that what they call it from White Fancy Curtains? I feel like, yeah, I think I'll go with that. So yeah, what's everybody up to at the minute? Are you all colouring along? Some people said they're lurking and working. Right, I'll try this dark colour. We'll go for it. Oh yeah, it's a bit darker, but not too dark. I might use a bit of gold gel pen, I think, for like around these flags, bunting. I guess it's more bunting than flags, isn't it? I guess. Oh, not coloured in that one for ages. I actually managed to do a Lily Mayo page last week though, which I was pleased about out of the new one. I've not actually coloured in Lily Mayo's books for a bit. Which is a shame because they are super cute. So that would be a cool book to have finished one day. Definitely not going to make it a project book like officially or anything, but I do think Kawaii Tarot would be a really cool one to get done. Right, and this boring bit at the top done. I might do the tiles at the bottom black and white actually. I'll just finish this at the top first. Boring doing these massive areas, isn't it? Getting there. There we go. Right, that was a bit boring doing that bit at the top. So that's some of the bigger bits done. Yeah, there's quite a lot of pages in it, isn't there? Yes, do you know what? Yeah, those banners. They do look a bit familiar. I did think that when I looked. I was like, it's kind of a bit, I suppose, medieval, isn't it? That sort of style. Yeah, 78 tarot cards. It's pretty. Well, I suppose it isn't actually the thickest book. Like, I've just looked at it. It's on the shelf behind me. But yeah, it also isn't the thickest paper, is it? So yeah, there is quite a lot. I mean, maybe eventually, if I actually put a bit of a dent in my other two sort of project books, then maybe one day Kawaii Tarot could get added to the list. But, you know, I still haven't really done anything on either of my project books so far this year. So, yeah. But having said that, I have made quite a dent in my uncoloured books, so I'm counting that as a bit of a win. least that's something I have managed to put a bit of a dent in. Helped by the fact I haven't bought too much this month. I feel like it's been absolutely ages since I've streamed, but I suppose it has been 2 weeks, but that's not that long really, but it feels like longer. We got up to a few bits and pieces last week on a half term. We had a few days at home, so we got a bit of colouring done then, and carried on planning a bit of our summer holiday. And then we had Wednesday, went out with my daughter, mum and sister for lunch. My sister's birthday. I mean, it is a couple of weeks till it's her birthday, but it is hard getting us all together, so we went out for lunch then. Gave her presents. That was nice. Went somewhere different. It was really nice actually. When my sister went, oh, we'll go like our local pub for lunch. They've got like a special lunch menu where you can get 3 courses for so much. I was like, all right, well, I wasn't expecting anything, you know, that fancy, but oh gosh, it was really nice actually. It was beautiful inside, and the food was really nice. Same as it was meant to be a light bite menu. My gosh, the portions were massive, but really tasty. Like it was really nice. Definitely go again. Try to not mess up the black and white pattern. Right, here. Yeah, I think I'll go for black and white, so I just won't colour in the white ones. Might add a bit of shading to them possibly in a bit, but I will leave them as they are for now. And Thursday, Friday, my daughter was away with her friend. So that was a bit weird. They went Thursday morning and came back Friday night with a friend and a friend's mum, and they had a great time. Went did a bit of shopping, and you know, went out for something eating that on the Thursday night, and then Friday night they went to the theme park, and then obviously came back. But it's just a bit weird being at home without her. So I got quite a bit of recording done Thursday, Friday while she wasn't in. So I didn't feel guilty about, you know, shutting myself up in my office. Might colour the dragons and the bunny next. Make sure I've picked some colours I like for them. So I might get a bit of scrap paper actually. It was funny on Friday night though. We knew that they were on the way back because she'd messaged us and she's given us updates as best as she could. You know, geography's not a strong point, but she was checking on her phone of like, you know, how long it said that it'd be before they got back. So I sat up in my office with like my blinds open just a little bit so I could watch for headlights coming down the road. As I was colouring, if any of the neighbours had seen me, they must have wondered what on earth I was up to. Right, here's this scrap bit of paper here. Did we have pancakes? No, we didn't. I like pancakes, but husband and daughter don't particularly like pancakes. So, yeah, no pancakes in our household. It's one thing I used to love growing up was when it was pancake day. Just like we were allowed to have pancakes for tea. Didn't have anything else, just, you know, pancakes, lemon and sugar. It was really nice. I know, your daughter doesn't mind like American pancakes or the little round Dutch pancakes, but she doesn't like what I'd call a British pancake, you know, what ones that we would make in the frying pan. She doesn't like them. And we did say, oh, we could maybe have, you know, get some like thick pancakes for tea. But she's like, no, not really. I'd rather have a proper meal. I was like, oh, well, all right then, mate. You'd think that she'd be buzzing to have pancakes and not have proper food for tea, but no, I have a lovely but slightly strange child who, yeah, would rather not have pancakes for tea. Brain couldn't handle colouring, stream and chatting. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's why sometimes I do go a little bit quiet, if especially if I'm colouring something in, so that I don't make too much of a mess. I don't know what colour to do the little. What colour have they got them on the front? We've got greens, yellows. Right, okay, I don't want a colour that clashes with the room though. I don't think I'm going to want... well, I suppose I could have a little green one, like a light green one. Let's try that spectrum green. When I say that, I can't see where it is now. I hate that, trying to look for a pen and I can't find what I'm... Might just pick a different colour in a minute. I feel like I say that every week. Go, yeah, I'll use that colour, and then I just can't find it anywhere. What number is it? GY17. Ah! It's because it really doesn't look green on the end, so I hadn't put it back in the green section, that's why. Oh, how are British and American pancakes different? Yes, good explanation, Jess. Like, Americans are nice, thick, fluffy ones, and ours are... yeah, they've got the same name, but very different, I'd say. Yeah, definitely more like a crepe. Crepe? But just not quite, are they? And also, because us Brits don't necessarily make pancakes all that often, they they don't necessarily always turn out all that well. We did go through a phase before we had a daughter. Me and husband would buy like frozen. Oh, what's the brand that makes Yorkshire puddings? Oh, my mind's gone blank now. It'll come to me in a minute. Anyway, we used to get the frozen pancakes and heat them up, which sounds disgusting, but actually they were really nice, and it was so much easier than actually trying to make them. So it makes your house really smell, doesn't it? Aunt Bessie, that's the one. Yeah, we used to get Aunt Bessie frozen pancakes, and they were really nice actually. I don't know as they do them anymore though. They probably weren't actually all that popular. It was probably only me and my husband who actually bought them. Oh yeah, quite like that. I might go possibly that one for one of them, or I might try that green shadow, see how dark that one is. So that is quite muted. Well, that's a pretty colour. Might go, I'll get both of those out. They're a possibility for... So we've got what, 2 dragons and 1 bunny to colour. It confused me. Normally I just colour my rabbits like Dora or Rabbit. Try that one. That's quite a bright light colour, that viola. There. See, I like those 2 together. Whether I want 2 green dragons though, I feel like I want one of the dragons to be different. I don't know how different. I want a peachish one, maybe. And that barely beige. Let's see what that looks like with these ones. Oh, yeah. Go for those. Let me get a post-it note. I mean, it isn't going to be not going to really be able to see the colours, I know, with it being on a blue post-it note, but what's this one? Oh no. started. And 2, 4, 20. Right. Pop that post-it note. Ooh, try not to knock the camera. Stick that there. There we go. And then I've got some colours saved. These 3 little guys. Yeah, I think all pancakes have pretty much the same ingredients, don't they? I guess it's just like how you cook them and how thick they are. Yeah, we don't put much in our frying pans and we have it quite thin. I feel like I'm going to make the bunny purple. Don't know why, but the bunny can be the purple one. Gosh, I still can't. It's slightly less orange, I think, on the camera, unless it's just my imagination. Yes, go for a nice, maybe not quite as pastel as I'd thought, but I think this will look quite pretty. Now, what is everybody's favourite pancake topping then? Seems like a few people go for just sugar and lemon. When we're on holiday in America, I quite like pancakes with bacon and syrup. Or waffles if they've not got pancakes. There we go, right, let's get that purple. Yeah, I do quite like bacon and maple syrup on nice fluffy pancakes. I'll do this one green, I think. I might just do all of them green at the minute, and then I might come in and use like a gel pen or something after for like the horns, I think, but I'll just keep it simple on them for now and just do one complete colour and then go over with the gel pen after, I think. Oh, no, I've had the little Dutch pancakes. The profits. I don't know if I'm saying it right. They're delicious. I don't know, are they a bit similar to a Finnish one? I didn't realise there was that many different kinds of pancakes, but I guess there is, isn't there? Because I guess most places do them. They've got their own take on them, haven't they? Each country. I don't know how thick they do them, or if they're fluffy or whatnot. Done. An oven pancake. Ooh, I'm intrigued. I feel like I need to add, that's another food added to my list of need to try at some point. I'm going to come off stream and really fancy pancakes, aren't I? Got little Christmas puddings in, but I do not have any pancakes, unfortunately. This little dragon done. probably do when I get to the books is pick just a few colours out. Just keep reusing those colours, I think, for all the books. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Keep a lookout for those then. Right. Do you know what? I'm going to use the purple for the bunny, for the dragons up here. I think that might look cute. These dragons match the little bunny. And at least that will mean that colours balance around the page a little bit. There we go. And then I'll use the colours for these dragons in the background bits up here as well, I reckon. Vera. Oh, it's hard to decide, isn't it, sometimes, what you want to colour. When I was trying to decide what I want to work on in March to start with, I was like, right, well, I'll just get my buddy colour books out, because, you know, that's an easy place to start. And I looked at it and thought, oh, I haven't got all that many buddies for March. And what do I want to do? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then, yeah, ended up picking out a few more than I'd originally planned. But I think I should be all right getting them done. Because I did purposely pick out a few kind of cute and cozy style books, because I thought they'll either be good to do on stream in March, or if not, the things that won't take too long. And they're uncoloured books, so at least, you know, I can keep working on getting the uncoloured list down. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what you decide on in the end, Vera. It's always a bit easy, like when it's Christmas, or, you know, Mermaid, Space Timber. Like, you're not limited to one artist, but it's kind of pretty, well, kind of easy to pick things out, I think, when you've got a bit of a theme. Right, I think I'll go for gold gel pen for all that bit, and I might have like a fancy gold tie back as well, actually. Oh yes, I forgot, you are trying to work on that, aren't you, Vera? I need to make a start in that as well. I was so excited to find it on Vinted, and still haven't started it. No idea what colour to do the shelves. Or the rugging, for that matter. Might use some of the colours that I use in the book, I guess, for the rug. Yes, I could. I mean, I don't think I'd finish the whole thing, but yeah, I did think perhaps I join you, Vera, and I make at least a start. I still don't know whether I'd do a panel at a time, or I think I probably would. It might be one of those things, if I start it, I might actually think, oh, I'll just carry on with it, you know, when you're on a bit of a roll. But yes, maybe I should add that to my March plans. I'll go for a grey, I think, for the shelves, and for the background of the shelves, but nothing too dark. Oh, sorry. Didn't realise I was that tired. Right, might go for two of the cool greys, I think. The darker one for the front edge of the shelf, and then I'll go for the lighter one for the background bits of the shelves. I can see it. Is that the one? CG2. Yeah, that's the ones. Yes, yeah, that could be an idea. So I've used a bit of paint this month actually. I quite enjoyed doing it. I did think, right, I need to try and use it a little bit more, but I think it is more just knowing which books kind of paint or work in better. I did think, oh, that could be something. I just sit and paint in a few books, you know, do a watercolour base, and then you can always just shade them whenever, even if it's not in the same month. But I think I've still got to work out which books work well with, yeah, with watercolour paint. I had a lot of fun. I can't think what page it was I worked on. Oh, that was it. It's a buddy colour I've been working on, or worked on. It's finished now actually, in Tales from Atlantis. I just thought, oh, I know the page. Oh, I've just missed his little arm. I'll go back in and do his arm. I've missed his arm. I did watercolour for a good chunk of it. Then realised I didn't like the colours and went in over the top of it with another paint. But even that was quite fun. It's quite fun about putting paintbrush to paper. I guess this bit at the bottom needs to be this colour as well. And I'll do the little dragon's missing arm before I forget. Poor little chap. There we go. Got both the arms done. Poor little guy. Yes, I was really impressed actually by how well it held up to all the paint. I did like double check, like looks on the back before I started, and thought, I'm not too bothered about the image behind, and it was quite a simple image. So I thought even if it bleeds through, I could probably colour it with not alcohol markers, acrylic markers, and it'd turn out all right. Right, I'm just going to work out all the bits that are books and which bits aren't there. But it didn't actually bleed through, so I was quite impressed because I did slap quite a bit of paint on in places as well. A bit here. Oh, hi, Jana. Just trying to realize I'm colouring quite a boring bit now with just a light grey, trying to get the kind of background bit done. And then I'll have to pick a few colours out for all of the books and work out what colours are going where. Quite like Annis is looking so far, saying as I didn't really have a plan. Interested to see how much the a book behind there? Yeah, I think there's a book there. How much we managed to raise all together in the end for the World Cancer Research Fund collection that's going on. It's getting quite high now, isn't it? There's not long left of February, but I was going to donate all of my YouTube revenue but I won't know until actually the end of the month, obviously, how much that will be. So I'm not going to wait loads. Get 60 something pound, but every little helps. Yeah, my phone camera has to be quite close to the page, so yeah, it probably does look like weirdly high, doesn't it? But yeah, if I don't have my phone this high, you wouldn't be able to see what was going on the page. But yeah, because it does look a bit of a funny angle, doesn't it? Oh wow, over 9k, and that's obviously going to go up. I mean, you never know, we could get over the 10 grand, couldn't we, perhaps? I mean, there's a few people donating the revenue. Can't work out what. I think I've just coloured a bit that's a book, because I think that bit there is actually part of the book stand. I think I've accidentally coloured a bit of a book in, but oh well. Just colour over it afterwards. Right, and then 2 bits down here. It's amazing though, everybody. Oh, yes. I think, yes, you're right. It is part of the dragon, isn't it? I did think it was a funny angle for the book, which is why I'd obviously coloured it in grey, thinking that this bit was going to be a book, even though that bit's too big. Yes, it is. Right, I shall get the marker out for that dragon in a second. So that bit'll. Actually, I'll get the colourless blender out first, and then I can colour it in a bit once it's dried. Thank you. Yes, it is part of its back, isn't it? Goodness me. It's funny, the things that you just don't notice, even though in theory that should have been quite obvious, because of course, yeah, the back's coming down there, but I just didn't notice it earlier. Right. I don't need to lighten it up much with the blender. I'll let that dry a bit and then I'll come in with that pen. Oh goodness me, yes, can't believe I missed that. Mind you, I mean, I completely missed colouring his arm, and his arm's like quite clearly attached to his body, really clearly there. Kind of let myself off not noticing that bit, I guess, but yeah, I just didn't notice it. All right. I need about 5 colours, I guess, for the books. Obviously, want a carrot on the front of that one. I'll colour it in actually carrot coloured. I don't know what colour books I want. Probably not grey. I don't want super dark. I think I do want to stick kind of light-ish. Oh, so I could maybe use one of those colours I'd picked out earlier as a possibility for the one of the dragons. Okay, for that green. Pale greyish blue. I want to make sure that all the colours look nice together. That's one colour, two colours, they look alright. Maybe that, where that buttercup yellow will go. Let's try. There's possibility. Keep that one out. But that carmine red. There. Oh, that's a pretty colour. That's a nice one. These colours don't look too bad together. So maybe just one more. Oh, thank you. Very much just been winging it on the colours. I've not had a colour palette as such. What other kind of colour I want? Maybe kind of a neutral-ish colour. I'll try that eggshell white. Let's try that one. See how that goes. What about that one with all the rest? Try this one instead. So that's kind of similar to that. No, do you know what? I think I will go for that eggshell one. It's growing on me. I do quite like those five together. Right, let's get rid of these out of the way. Oh, just seeing about your husband making pancakes for himself but not for you. That's a shame. Oh, that's good though that he's better. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he could be out tomorrow. That'd be nice. It'd be nice for him as well, won't it? Be nice and comfy at home rather than in. I need a colour for their little bag, aren't I? Right. I think I'm going to do the carrot. Colour their little bag the same. So I'm imagining they're a little bunny. I'm getting the book out on carrots. My favourite bag is orange, like carrots. Right, I might be able to colour this body of this dragon in now. I think that'll be dry enough. There we go. Now I know what it is. Slightly different shade still, but oh well. Right, let's just start to work through. These are the markers out the way. There we go. Right, so I've got these 5 markers. I'll just work kind of popping colours here and there. Just try and keep it balanced. This paper works well as markers, which which is good. That's what I was hoping for when I bought it, with it being single-sided. Well, see when I bought it. When I put it on my wish list and Santa brought it for me. One over here. With that book, that needs colour in there. So cute, this book. It's the eyes as well, isn't it? That just makes it look super cute. Big eyes are drawn on. Right, just pick this one next. The colour combo, what for the books? Just kind of made it up, to be honest. Kind of looked at my swatches and thought, don't want anything too dark, but I do want some pretty colours, and yeah, just kind of scribbled on a bit of paper and just came up with this kind of muted colour palette for the books, really, which I probably will make a note of because it is, I do quite like it actually. They go quite well together. At least I'm hoping they will once they're all spread out on the page. They look nice on a little bit of scrap paper. And this green is kind of similar to the dragon, but it's not too similar, I don't think. Might use a gel pen for some details on some of the books as well. Probably shouldn't have done the one right next to the dragon in green, but oh well. That's done now. Makes his head look a little bit weird. I've done the same thing though. Coloured that book that's right next to him as well. Goodness me, you can tell I'm tired. I'll do that little one as well, and use the same green for the little leaf on the carrot. Do you like how not all of the books have got loads of detail on the spine, which makes it a little bit easier to colour? Like some of them have got detail, so it looks interesting, but it's kind of enough that are just plain, and it's a little bit easier to colour. Right, use this. What's this one? The eggshell white one. So again, I'm just going to go in and spread the colour around a bit. Yeah, I didn't finish talking about last week, did I? So yeah, daughter was away Thursday, Friday. She had a great time. It was lovely to have her back though. I think she missed us as well. She obviously had a lovely time, but I think she also missed her bed. And then what did we do Saturday? Saturday we did an escape room. I went to see Legally Blonde musical, so that was good. And then Sunday we went to the NEC. That bit there. For the printwear show, so it's like a trade show. It's, you know, for husband's business, but me and daughter get to go along as well. So he's bought a snazzy new printer. We've got to wait a couple of months for delivery, but I ordered a fancy new special kind of printer. It's interesting going and having a look at all the different companies that were there. This side. Right, let's see with that colour. And let's have a look. What you got? Yellow. This one orange. I never hear any bushes. Do you hear any? Not well. Only like the biggest, I suppose, stories, I guess. Yeah, like when there's your elections and we get a bit of that, but we don't really get too much, to be honest. Like it's got to be a really big news story, I guess, for it to really feature much over here. Certainly not unless you make a point of like watching all the news channels, which I don't. Have the radio when I'm in the car, but I don't really watch the news, to be honest, much. Kind of know more from what people tell me is going on than necessarily what I've heard myself on the news, if that makes sense. It's a pretty colour, right? So it won't necessarily get all the rest of the books done in this colour. I might go back in with some of the other colours, but we'll see. Certainly I'll probably get most of the books done in this colour, I think. That'll be the details on the spines, I guess, then. Oh, that was really similar to the dragon as well, isn't it? I might have the gel pen on that one. So just colour over it, but that might look a bit weird. Yes, so too many books to go back and let's see. No, I don't get much of the news, to be honest, on the radio in the car. It's only very brief news stories. But yeah, I think Trump is about the only thing really that makes it over here. Right, might do. I'm just colouring the last few books. So, other than the bits I'm going to do with gel pen, that is. Do that one with okay there. Right. This one here. What to colour those two books? I've got a little stand here as well, which I might just because I don't want to bring any more colours in. Just colour it in the same grey that the actual shelf's done in. I'm going to bring a different colour in just for that bit. A nice colour for the background of these books. Right. For blue, I think. For this one. Right, and then colour that one. Do a little heart. And then use this buttercup yellow, I think, for the background. I think, what else do I need to do? So the details on the actual books. It's got these bits. I'm going to do gold. Decide what I'm doing for this rug. Thinking might use the orange. That orange for the edge, and then I'll use one of the colours that I used on the books for the centre bit, I think. What is the orange I used for the carrot? Did I keep it out? Is the question. Let's have a look. Just put a little bit next to this. I think I'll use that one with it. I'll check which pen that was. I think that was that one. Yes, right. I'll use these two then for the rug. So again, I'm not adding any more colours on. That's that bit done. Yeah, probably. I imagine, yeah, I mean, I don't know to be honest, but I imagine you could probably get, you might be able to watch the BBC. Certainly be able to get the website up, and the website's pretty good. It has like different sections for, depending on what kind of news stories you're after. Oh, there we go. Right, that's that rug done. Right, I need a couple of gel pens. Oh, excuse me. Right, So I wanted a gold gel pen. I don't know as I want all the details on the books to be gold gel pens. Let's have a look. Oh, bless you. That's good though that you can still manage to colour. Definitely don't feel bad for not doing much. Right, I'll use that gold. I don't know what other colour I want for the, I'd say silver possibly, I guess, because that one I suppose will go nicely, won't it? Let's see, where's my silver gel pen? I have to stand up. My arms are too short. Got like 3 different pots on my desk with gel pens in, and I can't see where the silver one's ending up. Ah. Oh no, that's not silver, is that? No, that's black. I don't want black. Oh gosh, sorry. I was trying to catch one thing that was falling, and then I actually just completely knocked my phone. I do apologise. Let's keep rummaging here somewhere. Where on earth have my silver gel pens gone? I haven't run out. Obviously hiding behind some of the other gel pens. I keep trying to use them up, and here we are. I'm trying to use them up, and they just, gel pens just seem to last forever. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I've had some gel pens for years that I keep thinking, oh, I'll get these used up. There we are. Working all right. Yeah. And then, yeah, gel pens just keep going. Right, gold. I have to try and work carefully so I don't like smear it all. I know what I'm like. Oh. I should nudge the camera with the end of the gel pen. Clumsy. Nice sparkle, I think, on this page. Edges. This gel pen's nice and full, so hopefully it'll last. I was colouring a page the other day, and I thought the gel pen had more in than it turned out it did, and then it ran out halfway through, and I was like, no, if I use a different one now, it's going to like not match. But thankfully, I managed to find another one of the same brand, so at least it matched, even though I did have to start a different pen. Oh, that sounds like a good combination. Chocolate coffee, YouTube and binge watching. Favourite shows. What have we watched lately? We've got up to date, and we've on Fallout. What else did we watch and we got up to date on? I can't think, there was something else we were watching. Can't think what channel it was on. And that, whatever it was, we finished. I'm sure there was something else we were watching. I can't think, it'll come back to me. We're watching Tulsa King at the minute. I don't think we've got many left of that actually. And then again, we'll be a bit stuck on what we start afterwards. gonna book me now. We're watching Fallout. We finished it. I'm sure we watched something else before we started Tulsa King, unless I remembered wrongly. Maybe we didn't. Whatever it was, it obviously wasn't that memorable if can't remember what we watched. We actually went to the cinema last Thursday night, actually, while daughter wasn't in. So we have the cinema passes, but obviously she's only 12. So obviously normally, obviously don't go and watch the 15 or the 18s. So last Thursday we were like, right, she's not in, we'll go and watch something. We'll get out of the house in the evening. And there was a few bits on that she wouldn't have been old enough to see, but we decided to watch Send Help, which is far more violent than I was expecting. I was hiding behind my hands in places because it was quite gory in places. Just like there was only us and I think 2 other people in the screen, and they weren't too close to us, so I just sat there hiding behind my hands in certain places going, can you tell me when I can look? It was just a bit too gory for me, especially when it's like on, obviously on the big cinema screen, but I was like, I don't want to see that much blood and gore, thanks. But it was a good story though. Like, I did enjoy it, but yeah, it was a bit more gory than I'd anticipated. Oh no, I definitely agree, Cynthia. Not making the most of things, haven't you? Well, yeah, I'd say Send Help. It was a good film, but yeah, if you don't like blood and gore, definitely wouldn't recommend watching it. Really book me now on what show we watched. Something we got up to date on Fallout, and then we watched something, and I don't remember what it was. I can't even remember what it was on. If we watched it on Netflix or what. We've definitely watched something else lately. I'm sure we have. Details on the books now. Silver. So I'm trying to be careful because some of these bits are quite fiddly. Oh, I used to love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Don't think I ever watched the last season of it though. It's a bit weird because I did watch it like right from the beginning, but it was a seriously good show. Oh yes, do you know what? We've so enjoyed Evil, and then yeah, I think to be honest, you could not watch the last season. Once we got to the end, we were like, we'd really enjoyed it up until the last season. I don't know whether they just, I don't know if they're different writers or what, but yeah, we didn't enjoy the last season as much as the other seasons. Like there was bits that were like, oh yeah, this is good, but there was just a lot of it that it was like, I don't think they've really like put much thought into it. I don't know, it just felt a bit rushed, I think, in places on the last season of it. Right. Let's do these little bits. And here, right. Where's I put my gold pen? Oh, a continuation of Buffy. That's cool. Tassel on this side, and then I think I'll finish the books, and then I can do the tassel on the other side, and then hopefully I won't smudge everything. Oh, oh no, it's not running out, but yes, I don't think it's running out. Oh, this is annoying because I don't have another one of these gel pens. Right, let's see, can I breathe some life back into it? This is annoying. Oh, come on, pen. Yeah. Maybe I can't finish the gold tonight. Right, I'll just put it upside down for a bit. Carry on with the silver. And then hopefully the gold's going to work. So that's really annoying because I didn't have another one of those gold ones. We have to order another pack because it'll really bug me if that side and that side doesn't match, especially when that one's not even quite finished being coloured. But hopefully if I put it upside down for a bit, I can see if I buy some blue tack or something to stick on the end as well. Let's see if I can eke it out to last to the end. Right, it's not been upside down for long, but let's see. Hopefully. Oh, this is really annoying. Right, I think I've got any glue tack anywhere. Right. Oh, this is really annoying. I can't decide if it actually has got. It looks like it's got ink in, but I'm not entirely convinced as it has. I'm wondering if it's just stuck on that side. I think it's one of those gel pens that's a bit deceptive. It looks like it's got a lot and it hasn't. Oh, hang on. No, hang on. Might be back in business. Maybe. Possibly. Hopefully. I've been moaning earlier that my gel pens weren't lasting, but they just kept lasting, sorry, but I want this one to last. Keep going. I'll put you in the bin once I've done this one, but both sides to match, and I don't really want to buy any more gel pens yet. Well, these are the Link Shine, which aren't too, not exactly expensive, but I know the other colours in this set I've not used very much. I don't really want to buy another packet yet. It's not flowing very well though. Follow, keep going, gel pen. Keep saying encouraging things to it. Maybe I'll encourage it to keep working. Just a little bit here. Quite as sparkly as up the top, but I don't want to use a different brand because it definitely won't match. Oh, there we go. That'll do. Marvellous. I'll save it for now. If I keep it upside down for a bit, I'll just have to remember that there's not a lot of ink left in that one. Oh yes, no, definitely. I'm sure they would find somebody different. At least you'd hope so, wouldn't you? Because I imagine a lot of people wouldn't watch if not. Right, I'm going to go in. I'm not going to add any shading particularly, other than on the curtains and a tiny bit on the dragons, I think, and that. So I didn't realise what the time was. It's not help that I've spent a while trying to get that pen to work there. There we go. Let's do that. Put that pen away. Right. This was one for the bunny. I'm not going to do much shading. Just go back in with the same. Same pen, just add a little bit. There we go. Use those in the bulks. I don't need those anymore. Those ones. Find the one for the other dragon, which I think was that one. Is it this one? Try them on a bit of paper again. Oh, hang on, no, I wrote down, didn't I? Hey, check me out, remembering. Right, green shadow. Oh, good job. I did double check. I have not saved the right colour for the other dragon. What do I need? Oh, 19. Good job I wrote that down then. Because apparently I would have gone in with completely the wrong pen on this dragon. So I'm going to do the spots a different colour, I think. Colour their spine in. What I might do is come in with my clear jelly roll and do that on the horns, I think. That'll look cute. And then I can call this page done. Unfortunately, I can't go and have pancakes, but I have got some nice chocolate in the fridge. So I will have a nice bit of chocolate. I'm fancying something sweet after we've all that talk of pancakes earlier. Right, this is my clear, yeah, this is my clear jelly roll. some sparkly horns just to have all the rest of the glitter on the page. I might do white gel pen, but I'll let that dry, I think, before I do that, else I know I'll definitely end up smudging the gel pen everywhere. I know how clumsy I am. I've already managed to somehow smear a bit over here somehow, so I think I'll call it done for now, and then I'll do the finishing touches once all that gel pen has dried. But I really enjoyed doing that. A lot of fun. I think that's turned out quite cute. I said the curtains are not as orangish as they look on the camera. They are a bit more pinky red than what the camera's picking up at the minute, but I think that's cute. I like the colours I've used for them three, so I'm glad I've written them down because I might use those colours again. But yes, let's have a look at, now it is March, isn't it, next Monday? So I'm thinking for next Monday that we maybe colour in, maybe go for this one. So I think next Monday's stream I will start in Matchstick Mouse, a cookbook colouring book, and I couldn't decide on a page, so what I figured in the end is I'll just start at the beginning and then work my way through, and I imagine I'll probably get more than one page done in the stream, so it might be that we do this page and then I might just keep the colours of the mouse and the worm out and work through doing them on some of the other pages as well, but it depends on how long this one takes me because it might not take too long. But yes, we'll do this page next week, do a Matchstick Mouse page for a change. Oh, mini eggs. Do you know, I've not had any mini eggs yet this year. I do need to get some. They're rather tasty. Oh, nice. Well done, Jess. Oh, mini eggs in pancakes. Oh, there's an idea. Yeah, if you get them a little bit warm and they'll be nice and gooey, won't they, in the middle? So yes, we'll do Matchstick Mouse next Monday. But yeah, I'll leave that there for now till it's dried, and then it'll just be a bit of gel pen. I don't think there'll be anything else I do. Won't be doing any shading, I don't think, on it. But yeah, thank you for joining me, everybody. Nice to have you keeping me company while we work in this super cute book. I just love the name of it, Bunnehs and Dwagons. Like, you can't sound grown up, can you, saying the name of this book? But yeah, thank you for joining me, everybody. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be donating my ad revenue for this month. Obviously there is still a few days left for February, so yeah, if you watch anything else of mine this week, I know a few other people are doing that. I think you are as well, Jess, aren't you? I think Elm Colours, and I can't remember who else off the top of my head. But yeah, maybe check out certain channels next few days to try and help us raise as much money as we can in these last few days. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Take care, everybody, and hope you have a lovely week, and I'll catch up with you next week. So take care.